Oh, y'all niggas gonna like this. HD Live, man. HD Live. Listen, I have. Hold on. Hold on, pimp. I have something that I'm working on, and I'm gonna play it. For the brothers that's here early, because we got class, so we have a little bit of a bonus. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully you get a laugh out of it. You niggas want to see some funny shit? You niggas gonna laugh when you see this shit. You want to see some funny shit? Please. I'm waiting on you, pimp. There's some funny shit. Fuck that. This is funny. This is what you call funny, funny, funny. I guess I could play something in the meantime.
Grammarly now uses AI to help you write, not just revise. Type a prompt.
$4,000, you can get a full egg retrieval mosaic, and they have a healthy baby. The thing about it is that with fertility and IVF, it's a lot of science, and I'm thankful for the science. I think it's amazing. But I think if you are a faith-based person, I'm personally a Christian, I believe that there is a balance between that science and just letting God and your faith handle the rest.
No, that's not how it works. God intended for you to get with men early. Now you're trying to, and this is the problem. You're willing to break religion for bullshit. Let's go. Not bullshit, you're pussy.
It's between that science and just letting God and your faith handle the rest. So for me, I would rather leave it in God's hands once the embryos are transferred into my body. They are known to be able to self-correct, so there's a lot of cases, if you do some research about abnormal embryos self-correcting, he says that they can pretty much fix any abnormalities in the cells as they progress through pregnancy. But it's not perfect. So I think it's a personal decision. And what I like the most about CNY Fertility Clinic and Dr. Kiltz is, I did a lot of research before we actually even had our first consultation with him. Once our first round failed, I can't remember how I found out about CNY. I think in talking to a friend of mine who had been through fertility, she had, told me about a friend of hers who kind of had a similar situation to mine. And she had, some failed transfers locally, some failed IVF cycles locally. And then she had luck at CNY. And so I started to do my research, and I always saw them pop up when I was looking for grants and monies, because the other thing about CNY is Dr. Kiltz created his clinic because he wanted to make IVF affordable for everybody. So for about $4,000, you can get a full egg retrieval and a fresh embryo transfer. And that doesn't really include monitoring, but or medications. But $4,000 compared to I think our clinic in Atlanta, had we completed everything, it would have been $14,100. Blessfully, we have insurance, but for people who don't have insurance, because a lot of insurance doesn't cover IVF, $4,000 for the level of treatment, at least that I've received, to me, which was better than the $14,000 treatment I received at my doctor in Atlanta, is well worth it. You know, it's well worth it. So yeah, there's options for everybody. They also do.
Could you imagine paying $20,000 just to whatever?
Do egg freezing. This video is not sponsored, by the way. They're not paying me to say this. I'm speaking solely on my recent personal experience, and I will walk you through all of those details.
I need brothers in the building before I could showcase. So until then, let's go back here. Let's just do the class.
The fact that if I didn't have a Black woman OBGYN, I would be dead. In 2021, I had fibroid surgery. I had about 6 of them in total. The biggest one was inside of a certain part of my uterus that had to be cut out a certain way, to the point where my uterus cannot contract in a way that I'm able to physically, naturally give birth. So when I had
I'm on this global mission to help melanated women just level up their health, because 3 years ago, looking back, having fibroids and trying to figure out how do I shrink and get rid of these things, at the time, I didn't feel like there was a lot of valuable information. And 3 years later, what I have discovered are about 3 main things that keep standing out from the amount of books and research I was doing over the years. 3 things. Shifting your environment. And it's not just like, you know, the external environment, but like your internal environment. And it is really a lot about like the foods that we're eating, especially if you're living in America. Foods
Okay, so today I have to go to the doctor. For one, I have to get a consultation because I have fibroids. And then I also need to inquire about getting a specific testing. It's called the BRCA testing, basically to determine if I have the breast cancer gene, since a number of women in my family have had it. And now my mom has it. So now I want to get screened to see if I am carrying that trait. So come along with me with this journey. Just took my clothes off to do the ultrasound. Now I have to get undressed again. Like, how many times I have to take my clothes off? Oh, didn't need to get undressed. They made me get undressed for no reason. So I was cleared for surgery, so I just have to get that scheduled. And then I'm going to do the testing for the BRCA today, and then I'll get the results in a couple of weeks. All right, my arm is in so much pain because they were trying to take my blood for the testing, and my freaking blood would not flow. Like, it just would not come out. But we're done. So now I have to wait 3 to 4 weeks for the results to come back, because now my surgery has to be postponed until the testing comes back to determine, you know, if I carry the gene. Because if I do, then they're checking for all cancers. So if I do carry the gene for, like, let's say ovarian cancer, since they have to remove my fibroids, then it'll be a conversation of, do I want to have another baby before I have this surgery? Because let's say, God forbid, I do not want that. Then they will remove my ovaries while they're removing the fibroids. So
there you have it.
Well, today. So this video is going to be all about how I found out that I had fibroids. So I have always been a huge Pilates girl. I love Pilates, and
yo, let me know who's in the building, man. So I have something that I'm working on. I want to show the family.
One of the reasons I love Pilates is because it introduces you and makes you aware to muscles that you didn't even know existed. During the pandemic, when we all had to be at home 24/7, the first thing I did was bought a reformer. So I had a reformer in my house. I moved halfway through the pandemic, and the first thing I did when I moved back to Chicago.
Dolomite, what's good?
I have a little girl chat. Let's have a little chit chat. Let's discuss fibroids. So
listen, it's Fibroid Awareness Month. I know brothers have gotten a little tired of the fibroids, but it's Fibroids Awareness Month, and they think we don't know. Let's go.
Fibroids sometime last year. Had they switched my insurance so I didn't have to pay as much for the surgery. Got the surgery online, trying to get it done before my insurance runs out from being laid off. Met with the ultrasound tech today, gonna meet with my OBGYN on Friday. My question is, if you have fibroids or have fibroids, did you get the surgery? I think there's a pill. I think you can get them like burnt.
Look, they're trying anything, pimp. They're trying anything to try to get this thing right.
Good morning. Hope everybody is doing well. It is 8:32 this Friday morning. And who would have ever thought that we would be back here again? And when I say again, if some of y'all did not know, I'll give you a backstory. So last year I was having some pains in my stomach. I'm
on a blitz. I'm gonna just blitz through a lot of stuff, man. Stay with me.
Yeah, I'm over here. To be a woman, though, it's not easy. So let's
put a finger down. If you had a annual pap smear and your doctor did your annual, and then she got up and she said you had the Mirena, and she said, I don't see your strings. So you say, okay, you can go back and check again. And then they say, oh, well, I think that I cut the strings at one of our last visits. And then you say, no, I think you would have told me about that if you did. And then I was like, well, I will see you the ultrasound, but I think it's there. I think you're okay. And he's like, well, I have called a couple of months and said something about sporadic and random bleeding. And, I've been on it for 3 years. So, and I said, oh, well, I didn't hear about that. But since you've had random bleeding, I'm going to send you to ultrasound. So you stick around. They send you to ultrasound. And they choose to do a vaginal ultrasound out of all ultrasounds. And while they up there, they just up there playing. And then they just in there snapping pictures. Like snaps, like having a photo shoot. And you like, excuse me, do you see what you were supposed to see? And then they finally say, oh yeah, I do. But I also see something else. So you say, what? You see what? What you see? And they just say, I'm going to tell you in a minute. They're just snapping away. Then they tell you, put your clothes on, clean up, put your clothes on. They're going to go get the doctor. And the doctor was out for emergency. Had to go for emergency surgery, and they'll talk to you about what they found. Cool. 5 days later is Christmas. You now are starting to have this menstrual, and you haven't had a menstrual in over 3 years because you've been on birth control. And it gets worse and worse as the days progress. And nobody has called you to talk about what they found. And you're still waiting. So it's over the holiday season because Christmas and New Year's is a week later. And then on January the 2nd, you find yourself at the ER because you have bled out so much. And then you're going through ultrasound after ultrasound. They do a vaginal and non-vaginal. Then they do an abdomen x-ray, the front, the back, the side. They run all these tests. And then after being in the ER from 5 to 6 hours, the ER doctor comes in and says, excuse me, I thought you told me you were on birth control. Sir, I am. Been on it for 3 years. They tell you, no, your birth control is gone. It's absent. It's not present anymore. And you're like, what? Excuse me, run it back. So they tell you that. And then they proceed to tell you what's going on and the options that you have. But they don't want to do a full hysterectomy because you're only 30. They tell you they found fibroids. And they're a nice size. And they're causing bleeding. So then they give you a medication that they tell you is going to stop your bleeding or slow your bleeding down for 72 hours doesn't even work for 24 hours. It slowed it down, but didn't stop it. You find yourself back at the ER 3 to 4 days later. Then they tell you to follow up with your OB. You try to follow up with your OB. They tell you since your PEP looks good, that there is no reason for a follow-up. And you tell them, and they were like, well, they don't see anything about fibroids. And they deny you and don't want to see you anymore and say that you can't, well, we can't fit you in because your PEP was good, and they give excuses and never tell your...
All right, let's move on. Hopefully you guys understand what's going on.
Be happy. Okay, so this is part 2 of my IUD story. Where we left off was that I had tried to get an IUD one time and passed out, kicked my doctor in the face, and then he prescribed me birth control pills, for which I took that for 3 years and then missed one pill by 8 hours and got pregnant. So after my second child was born, I told my doctor, I'm going to keep it a buck. The reason I got an IUD is because I'm an impulsive person. And when you're an impulsive person and your life isn't lifing the way you would like it to, or you're bored, you'll do something crazy to spice it up, like get pregnant. So to stop my future self from making an impulsive decision like, oh yeah, okay, just get me pregnant, I got an IUD. Because I know my future self at some point in the timeline would be like, you feel like having something to do for 18 years? Sure, okay, let's get pregnant. And I don't want that for me because I'm too young and hot to be somebody's mom. I would have loved for it to have been because, oh, I'm in a relationship. No, I never stopped me before. Hell, before I had an IUD, it was vibes. So yeah, if you're an impulsive person, you're a fire sign, or you're just crazy and delusional like me, get birth control so you don't do something crazy.
There you go. Stay with it.
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
So I just got this is probably one of the realest comments that was under my video. We all know a child can quite literally change the trajectory of your life. A child can just make your life harder and more complicated than it has to be, especially if you're not like prepared for that in that phase in your life. So the fact that we have access to birth control, and like I said, I just feel like it's still like heavily villainized. I just don't understand it. Most people are one paycheck away from being homeless, especially in this economy. So it's like we really need to use the resources that are readily available to us. Even if there was male birth control, I wouldn't even trust a man enough to take it and be consistent with it enough, because the bottom line is they get us pregnant. Okay, we carry the child. 9 times out of 10 will be the primary parent. Like, men can just have children and it not really affect their life any. And that's why there's so many men walking around here with a whole bunch of children, a slew of children, because their lives don't change, because they don't have to be involved with the child if they don't want to be. There's like so many versions of birth control, so many different brands that, you know, you can figure out to see which one your body agrees with, which one doesn't. And honestly, I think one of my hottest takes is that people are always complaining about like the side effects of birth control. And again, consult with your doctor. I'm not your doctor, but it's like, so a couple side effects to know that you're preventing pregnancy. I think the pro outweighs the con, because the most popular thing they'll say is like, oh, like birth control made me gain weight. And maybe it did, but could it also be your body just changing? Because typically when you're on birth control, you're like in your mid to late 20s. Our metabolism is slowing down and those sorts of things anyway. Because if that's the case, wouldn't you would 9 times out of 10 be gaining this same weight if you weren't on the birth control. You don't have a balanced diet. You don't go to the gym. So we cannot say that the birth control was the sole source of you gaining this weight. I'm sorry. We see it on TikTok all the time. These would be the same people that get on social media, TikTok especially, and be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm pregnant. Because my parents always told me, if you're not preventing a baby, you are trying for a baby.
There you have it. Just want you guys to understand the life of the black box. That's what we're doing. I'm taking you through the life. Well, box in America, whatever.
I've been waiting for this since November, so I'm really happy that like it's done and it's placed and I'm all good. It hurt, I'm not gonna lie, but it didn't hurt that bad. Like, I'm fine. It gave me cramps after, but like if you've gotten a Brazilian, I would say that the pain is the equivalent of when they do the lips, maybe a tad bit worse. But if you can get through a Brazilian and having period cramps, like you can get through getting an IUD placed. I had cramps for like the rest of the night, and like I woke up this morning and I feel a lot better, but I still took the day off work because I just really felt like I should prioritize like resting so that I could
Let's go.
show up better.
Kidding. Hi everyone. If you don't
This might be TMI, but I feel like no one's talking about this. I've been on hormonal birth control for 4 years now. I had the Marina IUD, and I just got off of it and switched to the copper IUD, which is Paragard. And I feel like a whole entire new person. My skin feels so much and looks so much clearer. I feel like I have so much more energy. My period's like really heavy right now, and the cramps kind of hurt. But I was having like depressive episodes before my period. I feel like I would retain so much water, I'd be so bloated, feel so gross. And then now I feel fine. Like I know I literally just got it like on Tuesday. So like this could just be like my body getting used to like not being on hormones anymore. And Marina has a very, very small dosage compared to like the pill or like the depot shot. But I literally like I can't believe I didn't get off of it sooner. Like I can't believe how different I feel. If you're on hormones and you don't need to be on them, please get off of them. Please listen to.
All right, let's go.
Crazy how I'm sitting here in the hospital bed. Y'all, I did just get on birth control last Saturday in Wilmington, North Carolina. Everything was good. Literally didn't feel nothing. I didn't even feel like I even got the procedure done, you know? Y'all could see in my last video, I was turning up to 36,000 followers. Turning up? I mean, turns up, no pain, nothing. I literally, last night, I felt everything come down. Like I felt like I was a half a person, like nothing. My legs weren't there. My kids' grandparents had to come watch them, you know, while I laid in bed. They gave me ibuprofen 800. The pain was a 10, y'all. I'm scared. Like, could it be a possibility? I'm asking myself, could it be a possibility it was placed in wrong? I even have my sample over there. That's not even urine color. I don't know what happened. Even the doctors are concerned. I literally just got here. The waiting room is pretty full, and they brought me right back. Because one of the ladies was like, oh yeah, I'm concerned because, you know, birth control, it can either work for some and it can't, you know, it's not the best for everyone. And I just feel like my uterus just ruptured. Like I feel like someone just took something and just, you're done, like your limbs. And I have my walk too, like they said at registration when they see me walking, I do have a limp. They're like, yeah, we seen you got that limp going on. You're walking to your side. Like, why is that? I said, I don't know. I was just getting out of bed in pain and I just couldn't walk straight. Like I'm walking to the side, like leaning. And when I walked in, I'm just walking around the house, holding on to my side. Like, so I'm trying to see what's going on. I gotta go to work. I'm supposed to be going to work later, pulling a double. I can't pull no double.
There you go. There you have it. It always comes out. You think you can move like a man. Your pussy double cross you. Real health issue. You're still thinking about work. Why? Found yourself independent wig wearing. It's embarrassing, man. These stories are something that, I mean, they're infinite.
Uterus and body ruptured, like what? So, yeah, we gotta get this figured out because there's just no way. And I just didn't know. Let
me tell you niggas something. Think about how good the internet is. These bitches can have bad pussy and still dress or put makeup on, and bitches will support them and shit like that.
Which other birth control to go with? I'm like, okay, you know, the pill didn't work for me. But like my doctor said, I mean, we're fertile as fuck. Me and dad are so fertile, a trash bag. He stated a trash bag couldn't even save us. So he's like, y'all more than likely just gonna have a big family. You can go the route with birth control, but you know,
actual body, because
I got an IUD.
I just got an IUD, like just randomly, not randomly. I made this appointment in November when the election results came out, and I had to reschedule it 3 times for work. I had to use PTO for today because that's the only way I can get today off.
Yo, Yo, she said she got an IUD when the election results came in.
I just got an IUD, like just randomly, not randomly. I made this appointment in November when the election results came out, and I had to reschedule it 3 times for work. I had to use PTO for today because that's the only way I can get today off. I was on the pill this morning, and when I called to make the appointment, I said I want a female doctor, and I want somebody who's not white because I'm Mexican, and I don't need that kind of situation. So I came in to the doctor. I got 2 women, a nurse and the doctor. And the first nurse was black, but my doctor was Indian, so I appreciate that a lot because I feel more seen and safe that way. I told them that I was on the pill, told them my concerns, got a pap smear, got my annual panel, and then I got the IUD. It hurts. It hurts. The asked for numbing agent. Oh, cramping. Holy fuck. Okay. Oh my gosh. And the numbing agent hurt because obviously I had the clamp in there and stuff. And then the insertion of the IUD felt like somebody stabbed me with a knife and then took it out, and that was it. The actual insertion hurt. On the scale from 1 to 10, 10 being horrible, it was a 9. But it was only a 9 for 2 seconds. And then it came down to an 8. And now it's a 6. As I'm sitting in my car talking, it's a 6 right now. I'm going to go home, eat, and take some ibuprofen. Ibuprofen. I feel like it's better than Tylenol right now. I got the 5-year IUD because in 4 years we'll have a different president. In 5 years, hopefully his things will be undone. That's my plan. 5 years.
Did you see that? I got the IUD after the election results because 4 years, the IUD normally lasts 5 years. She said, well, 4 years, I'm going to just be on an IUD because the president is in. Now, hopefully, the Republicans don't get the House again. Now, if the Republicans get the House again, she's going to get another IUD. So that's going to make it 10 years. I'm just trying to show you the life of Jayjay in our society.
I want to be a couple days.
Anybody that know me in my real life know that I have been so anti-birth control because I had really bad experiences on birth control. When I was in high school, I got on birth control. Shout out to my mom for having a good talk with me and being very reasonable when she found out that I was sexually active and preparing me so that I wouldn't be a teen mom. But yeah, so unfortunately, the type of birth control that I did.
Yep, you heard it. You heard it yourself. I'll play it back.
Anybody that know me in my real life know that I have been so anti-birth control because I had really bad experiences on birth control. When I was in high school, I got on birth control. Shout out to my mom for having a good talk with me and being very reasonable when she found out that I was sexually active and preparing me so that I wouldn't be a teen mom. But yeah, so unfortunately, the type of birth control that I decided on was the Defo shot because, I'm in high school at the time. I was really active. I'm just thinking this is the easiest thing to do, easiest thing to remember. I was getting ready to go to college. So I was getting them shots. I think what you get it every couple of months or something like that. But when I
life of the JJ, life of the pussy, learn it.
Tell y'all, I blew up. My face was so fat. I was breaking out. I felt so erratic and crazy. My mental health was just so bad. But more recently, I just got back onto birth control for the first time after I want to say it's been 8-7 years since I ever been on birth control. And I feel getting off of birth control, I really got my body back into its natural homeostasis, just mentally, physically, all of those things. But back in December, I decided to get back on birth control because I recently got into a relationship and things are going well. And I wanted to stay that way. I want us to be able to enjoy each other and naturally build.
Are we hearing this right? She got on, and we heard this many, many times. She gets on birth control because she got in a relationship and she just want to fuck and have fun.
To getting married and having kids and all of that, I ain't in no rush and I don't want no surprises. So So this time I decided to go with the IUD because I've heard that the IUD is a lot less hormonal and you can leave it up. Because no, they have 2 different IUDs, but I don't think the copper one is like on the market anymore. Either way, the IUD is just like, you know, they insert it inside you and you can leave it up there in there for like 5 years. That's my type of birth control. Like, you telling me I don't gotta remember, I don't gotta do anything, just stick it up there and we good? But I was on TikTok before I got it, and I was like really, really scared because I was hearing all these horror stories about how like it was so painful and just crazy symptoms that people had after. The day I went to go get it inserted, she was like, yeah, you need to like take ibuprofen or Advil or something. But I don't like take pain medication like that. Like, I don't know why, I just don't take it. It's just, I feel like it don't help, honestly.
I wanted to give you guys.
Guys, I got knocked out, like fully put to sleep, IV and arm in order to get my IUD replaced, and I wouldn't do it.
All right, let's move on. I'm speed rounding the class.
Let's have a little crochet and girl talk moment. I feel like when I was trying to do my research on birth control methods, I wasn't seeing a lot of positive experiences. So I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about my positive experience on birth control. So I was in college and I was thinking about getting on birth control, but I wasn't really sure. So I talked to my friends about it, and a lot of them were on birth control already, and I didn't even know. And they were all having positive experiences with the pill. So I decided to get on the pill. I feel like most people start off with the pill on their birth control journey just because it's like the least intense.
Birth control journey. What they say? Started off light, just smoking woolly blunts. Now you're getting hype, graduated to the pipe. So when it comes to this birth control, they start off light with the pill. Then they get stronger. They get shots, implants, all sorts of shit, man. For what, though? Why are you doing all of this? Just living this is what you call living an alternative lifestyle.
Intimidating way to start birth control. I liked the pill, but I didn't like having to remember to take a pill every day. So then I talked to my doctor about what the other methods of birth control were.
I didn't want to have the responsibility of taking a pill every day. So what she said? I told my doctor, yo, give me that crack cocaine. I don't want to smoke woolly blunts. Give me the pipe.
My doctor told me about Nexplanon, and I was a little creeped out at the thought of having like an implant in my body, in my arm.
No, don't give me the pipe. Give me the dope.
Now, I'm the kind of person that gets very squeamish. I don't like surgery. I don't like blood. I can't even watch Grey's Anatomy, y'all. So honestly, I was scared. The process was actually painless. Like, the only part that kind of hurt was the needle they used
people are
to numb
sick,
my
players.
arm. But once my
Hi, hello. In light of recent events, I've seen quite a few people coming on here to talk about how they're going to get an IUD. I've seen a few creators talk about their experience with an IUD. I do not have an IUD. If you were like me, and the thought of getting one is terrifying because the pain and the horror stories that you've heard are terrifying. Have no fear.
Oh, check this out. Check this out. Hold on.
Okay, so I was also worried about my birth control access and my access. I've been seeing a lot of people on my For You page talking about their Nexplanon implant and saying how they hated it. It made them gain weight. It made them bleed nonstop. Like they hated their birth control. They got it taken out immediately. Like just to my own.
Hold on.
Yo, I look crazy right now. Took my lashes off, don't got time for that. But I'm going to give y'all the pros and cons of having Nexplanon birth control.
I want you to see what it is.
In your arm. I'm gonna give you.
Let's celebrate. My Nexplanon birth control arrived. It's the one that goes in your arm, and supposedly one of the side effects is depression. But since I already have depression, best case scenario, the birth control depression cancels out the depression. I already have like PEMDAS. I had to sign my life away. Blah blah blah. Whatever happens to me is not worse than the alternative. Of
I wanted y'all to see what this is.
Having an baby. Okay.
I wanted y'all to see this. It's what they're doing. Just to fuck you raw.
The lidocaine shot was the worst part, which is to numb you, and then to use the staple device, and it releases some sort of hormone that makes it where you don't get pregnant, and it lasts 3 years. I have insurance, so I left without having to actually pay anything, and I was told to take a Motrin for Hertz, and I wasn't even scheduled for a follow-up. Let's celebrate! My next balloon on birth control arrived. It's the one that goes in your...
Rolling back to you. I'm on a speed round. Speed round. Rolling back to you. These people are sick.
Hey guys, get ready with me while I talk about my birth control journey, the removal process, and how I'm feeling afterwards. While I get ready for the gym. Here she is. She's all covered up and bandaged up so that she does not get infected. I did get this in May of 2022, right before I went to the Philippines. And then I just got this removed on Tuesday. First, we're going to start with the process of getting it. I'm not going to lie. The only thing that hurt whenever I was getting it was the local anesthetic that they did give me.
All right, let's move on. Just showing you the life of the black box. Oh, hold on. Dang. Hold on, girl.
I went to
Shit moving a little slow. Here we go.
Unfortunately, this is so true, and I think we should talk about why.
I'm going to give you a little bit of birth control. So the reason why you shouldn't have no fucking kids is because they literally come with these things called a dad, and having a baby daddy is literally like the worst thing to have on the planet. Like, it's worse than having an STD, an STI. Like, it's the worst thing on the fucking planet. So today, I had a conference with my son's teacher, and she was explaining to me that my son is having issues with his reading and, like his writing. When I'm doing his homework, I've noticed like a lot of times, like he's swapping out his D's and B's, and when he's doing his numbers, he's having a hard time with his number 6 and his number 9. Like, he keeps swapping them, and so I'm just like, I don't know, he does like a lot of weird things that I was concerned about. But today the teacher confirmed it when she also explained that she was having the same type of concerns, if not more, when it comes to his learning. So during the conference, she's explaining to me like, hey, he might have dyslexia. So she's recommending that we do like these certain tests or whatever to see if my son has dyslexia. And if he does, figure out a plan to help him, get up to speed, to help him read better, understand what he's reading, and also like just help him, recognize the letter D, B, the numbers 6 and 9, and just help him, read at a first grade level before he has to get held back or, anything like that. So when she tells me that, I'm like, okay, let's get it done, because I want to make sure that my son has the same opportunity to do great in school as any other kid. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let me reach out to his dad and communicate with him and let him know, hey, this is what's going on with our son, and these are the steps that I'm going to do to help him get up to speed. When I tell you, sometimes I really feel like I over communicate when it comes to my children and their fathers. I do. And sometimes I really do need to shut the fuck up, because they're never going to understand where I'm coming from when it comes to my children and being a mom. When I tell him what's going on with our son, he proceeds to tell me that I'm basically like
he's better, like I'm better than him because I didn't cuss the teacher out for saying that my son might have dyslexia, right? And my first thought was, now why would I cuss the teacher out if she's saying, hey, I'm noticing that when we're doing certain lectures or if we're doing reading or writing or whatever the case may be, Sincere is struggling. Why will my first thought to him or to the teacher be like, oh, I'm about to cuss this lady out because she's making an assumption that my son has dyslexia? For one, I don't feel like it's an actual assumption because when I'm home doing his homework with him, or we're trying to read, or we're doing our flashcards.
You niggas get it. You niggas get it.
I really wish that y'all would stop getting on this app telling young women that birth control will ruin their body. And this is OBGYNs, people are not medically certified in any type of medical field. Please, young ladies, do not listen to them. Do not listen to them. Do not listen to them. Because your other choice is always using wrap-ups. And if we're being real, that doesn't always happen. Sometimes y'all know how y'all get, you know how people get, you just know. And your other option is being 9 months pregnant with no baby father. Do you want to know why? Because 10 times out of 10, that man don't want to take care of that baby right now. Because you're young and you're learning and you're experiencing. Do not protect yourself just because other women get on this app and convince you that.
Oh, hold on. I got my nigga Platt. I got my nigga HD Live. That's enough for me. Hold the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, bitch. I got my nigga Platt here and I got my nigga HD Live. That is enough for me. I have some things I want to show you that I'm working on. Platt, you keep talking about this PayPal shit. I got that nigga in the building. You can send the PayPal to that nigga. Stop this bullshit. But for now, I want to make you laugh. That nigga, what's good? Yo, I've been working on something for you guys. You know I have dreams, okay? You know I have bullshit dreams that I hope that could, bring some joy to brothers. And I want to show y'all what I'm working on because it's tough for me to get everybody in one location and everything. Yo, yeah, I just want, y'all know, I just want to make you guys have a little, laugh or whatever. So I've been working on one of my projects that y'all know. And it's nowhere near done. Okay. It's nowhere near done. I just want y'all to see what I'm working on. So I'm glad to have that nigga Platt HD Live. I want y'all to see what I'm working on. Plane, I got Plane in the building. All of y'all know my dreams. Yeah. Matter of fact, Platt, Plane, anybody, please, man. Now, this is nothing complete. All right? This is nothing complete. Just bear with me. All I have is a few clips. I'm working on this AI stuff. Just bear with me, man. Don't laugh at me too much. They're just 8-second clips. I'm just showing y'all, where my mind is going with all of this. So I said, I could do this and do that, and I want to show y'all what I'm working with. So this is nothing but a clip. Welcome to the man auction. Don't laugh at me. Welcome to the man auction. These are just clips. I just wanted, hopefully we can have a laugh. Welcome to the man auction. All right. So that was one. Let's try this other one. Welcome to the man auction. Hold on. I might have to reset it. Hold on. because it's supposed to came at a new screen. I had switched it. Hold on. I got a different one. Interesting. Okay.
Get out. Welcome to the man auction.
So hopefully you guys can see this shit. So I'm working on this. I'm going to, eventually I'm going to get it right where I'm going to be able to piece the whole thing together. But I got some clips I wanted to show y'all.
Get out. Welcome to the man auction.
We're playing that. We're playing with his bullshit. I got playing on the slave trade, baby. Let's go. Let's go try this one. Okay. Yo, see, here we go. Look at Platt laughing at me. Look at Platt laughing at me.
Welcome to the man auction.
I'm working on it. Just check out what we're doing here. Oh, hold on, my fault. This one was a bad clip. Planes, yo, see?
Welcome to the man auction.
Now this was a bad clip. I'm gonna show it to y'all later. They kind of, the speech and stuff. They're still working on it.
Welcome to the man auction.
I like the other one a little bit better. I like the other ones a little bit better. Here we go.
Welcome to the man auction.
Yeah, y'all niggas are crazy.
Welcome to the man auction.
All right. So I got some other clips I want y'all to see. But so let's say that's the introduction, right? Now I'm just learning. Bear with me. So let's say that's one of your introductions, right? I would love to have a game show format. But I had these other clips right here. Hold on. So I gotta try to figure it all out. But here I wanted this to be them. I wanted to have like a group of women coming into the building or whatever the case is. I wanted it to be classy like this. So I got to figure out everything to do. I wanted it to be I did urban and I did classy or whatever. So this one was supposed to be the women walking in. So they're going to come out and then walk back in. So I would start it here. I would start the video here. And then they would turn and say, we going into the man auction. We going into the man auction, girl. All right. So I would start the video there with them right here, and they would go into the man auction. All right. So, I'm trying to piece it together. Bear with me. So if I was starting a move, a little episode now, I don't want the white people there. That's another problem as well. Boss bitches, B. Boss bitches going to get it. So you got that part, right? And then we would have something like this. If I had it my way. I gotta learn. So after that, we would have this sort of clip. This the part Plane just loved this shit. He loved this slave trade shit. This is what I want. I want this so bad, guys. This is what I want. So I gotta figure out how can I get this right here consistently. You understand me? If I could get this right here consistently, I would be more than happy. Okay, if I could run all my thoughts with, I mean, I would love to change it from here, but if I could get one consistent episode like this, where this is all of my lighting and my scenery and the way that the people are dressed and everything, if I could get this, I would be more than happy. I would run this episode. I truly would. It don't always work. Well, I'm just learning, so I'll figure it out. But so this was this scene. So the women were walking into the man auction, right? So you saw that, and this is how it looks when they get inside, okay? Now, it's gonna mess up, but this is what I would like to have this beginning. The women are clapping, brothers got their their paddles with their prices up there. Some of the prices are off, but it's okay. Now they're gonna say something. I wanted them to walk up to the guy and say, "Can I buy your loyalty?" But they walked up to each other.
I buy your loyalty? May I buy your loyalty? May I buy your loyalty?
But then I said, I like it. I almost said, well, hey, I like it. May I buy your loyalty? All of them said it. I said, well, hey, I kind of like it. But as you can see, I'm trying to figure it out.
May I buy your loyalty? May I buy your loyalty?
Because remember, guys, the rules of the man auction. Oh, that's a whole nother scene we got to do. We got to have the rules. We got to, the rules and stuff like that. Y'all know the rules. How much would you charge the woman per month to, be her man? You understand? Deal with whatever she got to deal with. She could be as unruly as possible, but she got to make love to you whenever you say, take her out 3 times a week, once on the weekend, depending on if she have children or not. She gets her period, you get about 3 days to yourself. Other than that, if she works from 9 to 5, you got to be with her from 5 to 9 every day.
May I?
So, yeah, Plain, I'm trying, man. I'm trying, man. I'm trying, Platt.
Buy your loyalty? May I buy your loyalty?
I like that. I like the chant. Okay, I got another one for you guys. Hold on. I appreciate y'all for, and even laughing at a player. Y'all know this is something. Y'all know I'm sick in the fucking head, man. Check this scene out right here, guys. Check this scene out right here.
Which one are you thinking? I like the one holding 2,000. He's cute, but Which one are you thinking? I like the one holding 2,000. He's cute, but 5,000 has my attention. Which one are you thinking?
So I would love these settings right here. Some things move a little weird, but I would love the settings. I would love these settings. Very nice. And then I want to do an urban one,
Which one are you thinking? I like the one holding 2,000.
Well, it doesn't even matter whether it's an urban one or not. We done dressed these slaves up. Hey, we done dressed these slaves up so that they look good for the ladies. And they're dressed up all fake.
Which one are you thinking? I like the one holding 2,000. He's cute, but 5,000 has my attention.
Hey, would brothers like that or what? Hey, Platt, would brothers like to be a part of that or what?
Which one are you thinking?
You see, hey, man, anybody that knows my man auction story, that I put this, I put the thought into video.
I like the one holding 2,000. He's cute, but 5,000 has my attention. Which one are you thinking? I like the one holding 2,000. He's cute, but 5,000 has my attention.
Boy, oh boy. Boy, Platt, man. Hey, Platt. You know I'm a big dreamer, kid. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Hold on.
Sold.
Oh, y'all go. I got a funny one too. Okay, hold on.
Girl, I'm trying to see which one I want. I think I know who I want.
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, I got those two. I'm gonna do those two right there. All right. Bear with me, pimp. It's my first endeavor on this weirdo shit. Now it's just a clip.
Girl, I'm trying to see which one I want. I think I know who I want. Girl, I'm trying to see which one I want. I think I know who I want.
So I'm trying to get, eventually I will capture different, camera angles and different side off conversations. You understand where I'm trying to go with this.
Girl, I'm trying to see which one I want. I think I know who I want.
I mean, it's a beautiful thing for the sisters, man. Come on, man. It's the only way they can operate out here, Platt. I appreciate you, Platt. This one came out a little wrong. A man's voice came on the second voice, but I interpreted it as somebody helping her pick the right man.
Okay, if I had to choose, I think I'd go with Mr. 3000. He looks like a good investment.
Girl, you see Mr. 5000? He's got that long-term growth potential. Look.
Okay, if I had to choose, I think I'd go with Mr. 3000. He looks like a good investment.
Girl, you see Mr. 5000? He's got that long-term growth potential. Look.
So I got to fix some things.
Okay, if I had to choose, I think I'd go with Mr. 3000. He looks like a good investment.
Girl, you see Mr. 5000? He's got that long-term growth potential. Look.
Okay, if I had to choose, I think I...
Yeah, Platt, they ass is grass, Platt. We ain't playing. You hear me? We are not playing. I'm going to show you a funny one. Let me show you a funny one. This shit was funny the way this one came out. It was funny. Which one? Hold on. Oh, here we go. This shit was funny.
Sold.
Check this one out. This one was funny. Because you see how my rules, Platt. Everybody ain't going to be bad up in there. You know my rules. I'm an equal opportunity man auction membership. Long as your pussy is clean and healthy and long as your house is clean and healthy. That's the only thing that matters. And you will be vetted. So check this one out, Platt. This is the girl that ended up winning the auction.
Lady in the bright dress.
Look, Platt, she's serious. Look, Platt. Look,
Sold.
Platt.
To the lady in the bright dress.
Right. I like that.
Sold. To the lady in the bright dress.
So as you can see, I tried to do the entrance. I tried to do the aura. They all came out kind of different, but I saw potential in all of them. And then I tried to do the chatter of what they was thinking of, and then I tried to show who they wanted to pick. And then I showed you this woman winning, because they don't really give me a good winner clip. Yeah, Platt. I ain't playing with you niggas.
Sold.
Everybody think it's gonna be bad bitches. No, we don't operate like that. This woman got a clean pussy and her house is clean.
To the lady in the bright dress.
Right. Right, Platt. Yo, now this was a good auction for her, Platt. The prices only went up to $2,500. Now that's an AI mess up, because I said I want my prices to be from $1,000 to $5,000. So they messed up the prices, but she got lucky. All of my niggas in this auction, they run low, they run cheap. Yeah. So you got two 2500s and like three 1000s.
Sold to the lady in the bright dress.
Look, she dead serious, Platt. Hey, Platt. Hey, Platt. She's serious. She said, I'm taking one of these niggas home. She said, I'm taking one of these niggas home. I'm not here to play.
Sold to the lady in the bright dress.
Right. I said, hold on, I gotta show my niggas this wild shit. So yeah, I'm working on it, man. I'm trying to work on it, man. All right. Cut me some slack here. I did say, yo, this was the funny shit because a lot of my niggas, look, if she comes to the man auction, everybody knows she's clean and everything. And, remember, the rules of the man auction is you have the right to refuse to be bought. I don't give a fuck how clean she is. But if you agree or if she can talk you up, then it's all good. The only people that could be talked down are the big money guys. The small money guys, you can be talked up. Your value is you can say no. Okay? All my men, the value is you can say no.
Sold
now,
to the lady in the bright dress.
I'm glad we thought of that. So before she come in, I gotta let brothers know. Oh, okay, I gotta remember I gotta write that down because once I could get the consistency or whatever the case is, I would say, yo, this woman right here, then we'll have her bio. Yo, she got a house out in Malibu. I mean, hypothetically speaking, she got a nice house somewhere. She tells us she can offer a man cave downstairs in her basement. He'll be able to do whatever he wants after he's working because the contract says he got to be there with her, and she don't always got to be in his face, but she can bother him at any time. So that was it, man. I mean, I got a couple more. I don't want to bore you all the way out. I don't want to bore. Which one was this one?
2100.
Okay. I tried to do I got to figure that part out too. How do they do the bidding? Because one guy was 2,700. Well, one guy was 2,500, right? But a few women wanted him. One guy was 2,500, but a few women wanted him. So that means that we got to start the bid. The bid starts at 2,500. So I was trying to put that together, and this is what I came out with. But I'm gonna get it right. The bid was starting at 2,500 or whatever.
2,100, 22.
Oh, okay. It was starting at 2,000.
26.
It was starting at 2,000. It was starting at 2,000. So the way I got to put that scene together is one person says 2,100. Then we got to go to the other camera. She says 2,200. Okay.
2,100, 22, 23, 2,400, 25. 26. $2,700 sold. 2,100, 22, 23, 2,400, 25. 26. $2,700 sold.
Hey, Platt, man, that's powerful work, Platt.
2,100, 22, 23, 2,400, 25. 26. $2,700 sold.
Only if we could get it there, Platt. But I realized that it's gonna take, somebody got to break the ice, and I realized I can't get the people together, so I'm gonna do this. You know how it is, Platt. All this AI shit, you got to learn it or whatever. As you can see, we can put the visuals down. These are the visuals that I always spoke on for you guys.
20, 100, 22, 23, 2400, 25, 26, $2,700 sold.
Yeah, Platt was laughing at my big mama. My big mama wasn't playing.
20, 100, 22, 23, 2400, 25, 26, $2,700 sold.
Nice looking couple, King. Nice looking couple, all right? Nice looking couple. This one wasn't that good, but I'll let you see it anyway. Because now that I'm glad we went through this, Platt, because now I understand how to do it. If I could get the ladies, see, having the ladies stand around, I gotta kind of like, you know, have them with their raise their hand or whatever. I gotta figure it all out.
$2,000 going once, twice, sold. $2,000 going once, twice, sold.
Right. I can do all that with the, you know, with the AI. I can do all that with the AI, pimp. What's happening later? How her house is. I mean, hey, I'm pushing this AI. I'm pushing it, man.
$2,000 going once, twice, sold.
And that's the couple. That's a nice looking couple, man. She ain't got nothing to worry about. That man is contractually obligated to be with her from 5 to 9 every day. Only problem for her, she got to make love to him whenever he says. Okay? Other than that, she can just do her, you know? Now, if she cheats on him, he can ask for more money, or he can leave and she got to buy him out of the contract. Okay? If he cheats on her, he got to pay. You don't just get to cheat on my ladies. This is supposed to be serious.
$2,000 going once, twice, sold.
Yeah, Platt. I'm pushing this AI, man. It is what it is, man. I see what they're doing. I'm not going to sit there and have these thoughts in my mind. I'm not doing that. This is wild. This was another bad clip. It's just the idea, though.
Welcome to the man auction. 2,000.
2,500.
2,700. Going once. Welcome to the man auction. 2,000.
2,500.
2,700.
Okay, so this one was more like a game show. Everybody voted that girl, everybody voted that one of the girls should have picked the 2,000.
Welcome to the man auction. 2,000.
2,500.
2,700. Going once.
You get it, man. I believe this one of these two are my favorite, though. The introduction. The introductions are pretty cool.
Welcome to the man auction. Welcome to the man auction.
That's my nigga right there. He ain't playing. My host is popping. My host is he's running the show. Remind me of me. Let's go.
Welcome to the man auction. Welcome to the man auction.
Woo! Platt. Hey, Platt, could you only imagine? Could you only imagine, Platt, if life was so good? Could you only imagine, man? You know? Could you only imagine? I mean, that's where this thing is going. These bitches can't get nobody. That's where this whole thing is going, man. It's just not being presented.
Welcome to the man auction.
May I buy your loyalty? May I buy your loyalty?
Welcome to the man auction.
Sorry about that. That was a bad one. All right, that's it.
Which one are you thinking? I like the one holding 2,000. He's cute, but 5,000 has my attention. Which one are you thinking? I like the one holding 2,000. He's cute, but 5,000 has my attention.
Platt, what's up?
Which one are you thinking? I like the one holding 2,000.
I need your help, pimp. Hey, man. You know, whenever the thoughts come to you, just let me know, man.
But 5,000 has my attention. Which one are you thinking?
I like the scenery on this one. I love it.
I like the one holding 2,000.
Oh, I didn't show you the full one of the other one. I'll play this one more time.
5,000 has my attention. Which one are you thinking? I like the one holding 2,000. He's cute, but 5,000 has my attention.
I like that. And then I like this other one. This scene. I love this scene right here. This scene is really nice. This is everything that I could envision, man. I mean, I would love this. See, because I want the women to be sitting down. I want them to, raise their hand or whatever. This is the vision I want right here. Sitting down, raise your hand or whatever. We got the dude over there, the bid master. And we getting this thing thumping, and they get to come out of their seats after their bid is won and get their man. That's what I want. This right here.
May I buy your loyalty? May I buy your loyalty? May I buy your loyalty?
I don't like that part. I just like this part. I like all this. And the ladies, they could have came out, but they ain't have to do all that shit. Maybe I should have wrote in there, you can buy these men's loyalty, because that's what this is all about. You want a loyal man? It's going to cost you.
May I buy your loyalty? May I buy your loyalty?
I like that. I like the second part. I like the second part.
I buy your loyalty. May I buy your loyalty?
I like that.
May I buy your loyalty? May I buy your loyalty?
Oh, I love it. And then you flash back and the ladies be like this. They be clapping and shit. But anyway, let's move on. You get it. I appreciate that, pimp. Just for even listening. I mean, that's way more powerful than this pop the balloon shit, guys. You know that already, Platt. You know that's more powerful than pop the balloon, even from a fictional show perspective. Okay? Even from a fictional show perspective, that's better than this pop. I just got to figure it all out. That's all. That's all. How to, make it into an action. It don't have to be long. Like, we can create, different little whatever. Doesn't even have to be a lengthy program.
Men a lot in the comments is that I'm missing out by not having children. I haven't fulfilled my only purpose for existing by not having children, and that I am never going to experience true love because I don't have children. And whilst I couldn't care less about these silly comments, I do want to have a conversation about being child-free, but not by choice. I just haven't.
Yeah, Platt, that's all I'm trying to do. I mean, it's out there. And people, they, women, they say, yo, stop taking care of these men. It's a little bit different. I believe we have something a little bit different as far as, look, this is contractual. This is serious. This is the right way to find out if you two people can exist together. It's a serious concept. I say far less attractive than any other proposition. Okay? Not attractive at all at first. Brother's gonna kill me if this shit, I guess it's the only way for me to put it together. I don't think brothers want to be a part of this shit. Hey, Platt, I did one on the beach and all that. I did one on the beach. I just ain't show you. So I got the beach version, but just working it out. I got the beach version. I'm trying, I can put it in different environments and stuff like that, but I like the classy one and I like the urban one as well. I mean, these women are bossed up. What can you do? Do you really want a man or what? Oh, I'd rather just die alone. Fuck off. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Hey, it's going there, man.
Met the right person. And as much.
The way these men will never get a baby out of me, you will never get a baby out of me. Never, never, never. I'm 23 years old, about to be 24 in like 3 months. And they'll never get a baby out of me. It's never happening. The way that these men treat the women that they have babies with, the way that these men treat women just on a daily basis, the way that men just treat women, okay? You'll never get a baby out of me. Nope. I'm so thinking about getting back on birth control. It don't even matter. I'm not gonna open my legs no more. Like, I'm not nowhere close opening my legs anyway, but it's just like, baby, I will do everything to prevent and to make sure that I do not have kids by these men in this generation. I will never.
Much.
My 30-something-year-old women who don't have kids yet, but you want kids, but you feel like you're running out of time to have them. Where are you? Because same. And I just feel, I'm 32. And I just feel like I'm in this place in my life right now where I'm a little selfish. I just moved out and bought my house in December with my boyfriend. And I just feel like I want kids eventually. Like, I definitely want children, but I don't want them right now. But then I'm like, am I getting too old? Like, do I need to get a move on? I'm not married yet. I would like to be married before I have my kids. Like, I just feel like there's so much to do, and like I'm running out of time. So, and every time I see my aunt, she asks me when I'm freezing my eggs. So that doesn't help. But like, I don't know. I'm just not ready. I'm still like, I feel like I still have never even had like my dream body yet. I don't want to get pregnant yet. I'm still trying to get fit and like in shape. And like, my friend brought her baby over last week, and it was me and my sister and our friend. And I was like, holy shit, like, you have a baby and then you just have to bring the baby everywhere. Like, I know that sounds probably stupid to some people, but I don't know. Like, I love being able to just like leave the house in the morning and go to Pilates or go meet up with my friends, or, you know, it's like a selfish era, I guess. And I know once I have kids, I will love them and want to spend time with them, and it won't feel like right now I always complain about the dogs. I'm like, I fucking hate feeding the dogs. the dogs are a pain in the ass, but I know children are different. But like, I don't know, can anyone relate? Like 32, definitely want kids someday, just don't want them right now, but like,
do you ever just not know if you want kids or not? Like, I don't know. I was talking with my friend the other day and we were like, I don't know what's happening right now, but we feel like we want kids, but it's like weird. I don't know. When I was maybe 20 years old, I made the conscious decision. I don't want kids. I just want to be an auntie. And I am an auntie. It's hard seeing the way motherhood affects people. So I don't know if I don't want kids or I don't like the way motherhood looks like under capitalism. Because I was standing 10 toes down for like 5 years straight. And then randomly 2 weeks ago, I was like, what if I just had one? But even if I wanted one, I would want to raise it with like multiple people, multiple adults in the same house. So I guess the answer is still no, but the desire is stronger, and the desire to end capital.
Just trying to let you know about Life of VJJ. Learn women. Life of VJJ. How they operated, what they think of it. What is it to them? What do they think it is to you? All of these things can help you put them in their accurate place. Fuck, you think you could sit around talking this type of shit and you ain't nothing but recreational use? You like, they want to have that over you, players. Don't you get it? Yo, these bitches know. At least back in our day, bitches knew once they got pregnant. Oh man, yo, back in our day, son. Once a bitch got pregnant, she knew for us men, everything stopped. No, that bitch is the most important thing in the whole wide world. They loved it. Yo, son, they give a fuck if you was living with the bitch or not, whatever. They got pregnant, they knew they were very important to you. Then once you find out you was having a boy or something like that, oh man. Even though the girl, boy, don't matter. But they will live the life. They know that you care about them more than anything in the world. These women don't know about shit nowadays. They have ruined themselves. Life of the VJJ. Women in our day, they got pregnant, life stopped. Them bitches call your ass. You could be in West Bubblefuck. Your ass going back like, nah, that's my baby. It's very important. So these women are just shot. Fuck it.
Majority of us don't want children. Like, that's been clear. For whatever reason, whether we don't have the money, we can't have the lifestyle, we don't like kids, or we just don't want them. Basically, the whole For You page is people not wanting kids. And I can see why. And for me, I'm stuck like in between. I want kids, and then again, I don't want kids. And I most likely don't want kids because I don't have a partner and I'm not currently living the lifestyle that could afford a kid these days. But now I'm perplexed because this woman came on here and she said she doesn't want a child because she doesn't feel like she has a valid reason for wanting one. And it's got me thinking, because that makes sense. But what is a valid reason for wanting a child? Because I cannot think of one. So can somebody tell me a valid reason to want a child? Because the only thing I can think about is sharing the beauty of life with somebody new. But even that for me doesn't seem valid enough, and I need some help.
That's what happens. That's what happens when your people are systemically programmed that they don't even see. Do you hear what she's saying? I don't understand the reason why to have kids talking as a person who once was a kid. That is some of the wildest shit. So if you left it up to them, shit wouldn't exist anymore. Okay? And you heard what they said. All I want to have is one. That one could be slow as fuck. How's that reproducing? Would she fuck a slow man? No. So how she expect her son gonna get some pussy when she made a slow baby? I mean, it is critical and horrible. The woman is saying a valid reason to have kids. Well, what if your mother would have said that? Are you a valid reason? This is crazy. I've been telling you, population gone, son. It's over. And it's all because Life of the JJ. Do you know it? Not you. Unbelievable, son.
Oh.
It's really bad.
I don't know if everybody understands what it's like to be a woman who isn't like gung-ho about being a mom. Because it seems like a lot of you really want to be a mom. And sometimes it makes me feel away because I'm like, I don't feel like that. Not within myself, but it's like society would just make you feel like,
very true.
You know, you don't want kids, like you don't want to be pregnant. Nah. You know what I mean? And I don't mean that in any way. It's just I am okay with it being just my husband and I. Now, will I have a kid? Okay, cool. But I know 100% that it will be a partnership.
So she got her a sucker. Straight sucker.
Like this, it's not even a...
In my early and mid-20s, I was like, I never want a kid, never want a kid. And then, like, around 27, basically right when I met my now husband.
I wake up every day thankful that I do not have kids right now. Like, I could barely take care of myself, okay? Like, I can't even figure out what I want to eat every day, let alone got to figure out how I'm going to feed this mouth, that mouth. Like, I just thank God every morning. Like, Lord, just let me have the strength to keep going strong until I'm a wife or just in a really good relationship with somebody and I'm well off and can afford kids, because I just could not imagine my life right now if I would have had kids. Like, I don't even know, like it's just, I don't know, it's just crazy. And then too, right now in this economy, everything done went up. Prices done went up on everything.
I have never seen women get pregnant or not get pregnant based on the damn economy. I've never seen anything like that. Based on the economy. Poor people talking about the economy. Huh? Fucking poor ass motherfuckers. It's crazy. Talk about the economy. I don't know any more players. I mean, this shit can go on and on forever, man. Here we go. Watch this one. Watch this, Platt, man. This is sick work, man. These people.
It's on TikTok. Yeah. The appointment was good. It was good or whatever. But no lie, my doctor definitely scared me though. She scared me a little bit with like just telling me and explaining to me like, you know, the pros and cons and the procedure for the surgery of getting my tubes tied. And then she just kind of like ended like, if you want me to do it, this is what I'm gonna do for you. But you could also consider what was it? IUD. I think it's the IUD that lasts for 8 years. But y'all, I think my homegirl got pregnant off of that though. I think it fell out and she know.
Yeah, these people. Yeah, don't you get it, Platt? Don't you get it? They're talking about getting their tubes tied and IUDs to fuck raw. I mean, yeah, these people are sick. Sick.
Girl, if you see this video, let me know. Am I right? Was it the IUD you had that came out or something like that and you ain't know? And you ended up with them too. But yeah, she was just giving me little options and stuff. And I'm just like, let's go. I want to do it. I want to get more to try. I did not know. She was like, we take out the fallopian tubes. And I'm like, is that gonna hurt? Obviously, I'm not gonna feel it and I'm not gonna be awake, but I'm still just like, ooh, okay. Or whatever like that. Think about the IUD that lasts 8 years or the tube tie that is a forever thing. And I've been seeing some girls say like, "Oh, I got pregnant with my tubes tied." She explained that portion to me of the how that can happen, which was a little scary too, because I'm like, "Oh, hold on now, hold on now."
She's saying, hold on now. I got this so I could fuck Raw in peace. I mean, damn. Life of the pussy. Man. I try to show you niggas. Life of the pussy. This is why they were restricted back in the day. I mean, who couldn't? You take this class, who wouldn't say, yo, they need to be restricted? How do you fuck up your body like that? Fuck up your generation like that? Fuck up the next generation like that? Man.
I'll let y'all go up in me and take some shit up out of me, goddamn it. I don't want none, no seed to be able to get in me. That's the whole point of this. So I don't know. I'm gonna make my appointment for one of the two Monday. So I'll keep y'all updated.
Oh man, it's a little fucking girl, son. It's a little fucking girl making decisions like that. Fuck up their, or their anatomy. It is pretty embarrassing, man. You know me, Platt. I try to keep it cool, but once we start going to the tubes tie-in, the cervical cancer, the ovarian cancer, the slow babies, I mean, even the Prince got to back down a little bit. Because it just, once you really, if you love, black people, you say, damn, we fucked up. No, not the way that they talking about out here. Fuck gun violence. This is some other shit right here. It's the quiet killer. I mean, this is a little girl. You know what I mean? This shit is wild, man.
Don't truly understand how dangerous this religious talk is until it affects you. Let me tell you about an example. I went to the doctor a couple years ago here in Houston, Texas, because I was having problems with shortness of breath. I was having a hard time breathing and I almost passed out at work. And I noticed that after I was doing a lot of stuff, I was just having a hard time breathing. So I sit in the waiting room. I get to the doctor. She starts asking me about the normal questions, different medications and stuff. This is before I found out I had ADHD and autism. Okay. So at the time I had depression, but I was managing that. And I have anxiety. I'm also managing that as best as I can as well. So I told this woman I also have depression and anxiety. Do you know that this licensed medical professional told me that she believes the reason I'm having a shortness of breath and anxiety is because I'm looking into the past. And the past is depressing me, and I'm looking too far into the future, and that is what's giving me the anxiety. It's not that I need medication or anything. It's that I need to pray to Jesus Christ, and that He will deliver me.
Yeah, what more can we say, man? I mean, if it ain't the pussy, it's their mind. The two most warped things that we got going. Then you talk about their mouth and their actions. Okay? So it's a long list, but the whole thought process, the whole vaginal maintenance, just forget it. Then you sit there, you say to yourself, damn, would I want a bitch like this to be the mother of my child? People be like, no. And then what we call her? A waste of pussy. Stupid, dumb bitches ain't nothing but a waste of pussy, man. Real. stupid. It's stupid. They actually believe that pussy. Yes, it is something until you believe it's something. We the ones that say it's something, not you. We'll go get it from someone else. Wow, fucking yours. It's not a problem. So once they took pussy there, we was like, oh, okay. They really think that my niggas are stupid, but my niggas said, oh, okay. And what do they have to resort to doing? Putting in turquoise hair, claiming ADHD and anxiety as a reason why she can't be a loving individual. She'd rather fall into, I don't drink Starbucks, but I went over, these are some weird looking motherfuckers in there, man. Starbucks people are weird. I mean, I ain't knocking it, but damn. That shit is crazy. This is what our black people have come to. Man. We always said, I'd rather my child don't be in the street, but if you're going to be as weird as these Starbucks motherfuckers, my God. All right, I'll come back later with the ice, man. We did good. Thank you, Platt, man. I wanted to do this time. I'm getting out of here before my gladiator come this time.